Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today our group has chosen Kundasang Sabah as our destination for this trip. So buckle up your belt and get ready to virtual fly with us to Kundasang Sabah. So what are you waiting for? Let's go! Kopi Sanangan Korikatan. Welcome to Kundasang Sabah. As we know, Sabah is a state of East Malaysia forming the northern part of the great island of Borneo and bordered by Sarawak and Kalimantan or Indonesia Borneo. Sabah is also known as the land below the wind because Sabah was located just south of the typhoon prone region, making it free from typhoons. Next, Kundasang is located 2,000 meters above sea level. Kundasang is a small town that is quite special in Negeri Bawah Bayu. It is the only town located near the highest mountain in Southeast Asia that is famous in the world, namely Mount Kinabalu. Now, Sabah has been recognized as an ecotourism destination in Malaysia, especially for its beautiful island and calm scenery view. Then, Kundasang Sabah is Malaysia's first World Heritage Site was declared by UNESCO in December 2000 for its outstanding universal values and its role as one of the most important biological sites in the world. Lastly, Kundasang is a popular destination for leisure travelers and is suitable for those who want a holiday to get closer to the flora and fauna. It is because Kundasang is surrounded by the greenery of nature that cools the eyes, the air that will reconcile the soul. Kundasang is a perfect destination for anyone looking for stunning scenery, culture, history, and unique Malaysian delicacies. For this trip, we went to Kundasang Sabah for 4 days and 3 nights. Now, let's begin the enjoyable trip.
We started our day by went to Kuala Lumpur International Airport. We are having our flight to Kota Kinabalu early in the morning around 6 a.m. For the flight to Kota Kinabalu, we are using service from Malaysia Airlines. We hit the departure hall to wait for our flight to be arrived. After the boarding gate has opened, we are very excited to go into the airplane to get our seat. The flight departs from KLIA to Sabah. Yay! We are super excited as it almost arrived at Sabah. After 2 hours 30 minutes, we are safely arrived at Kota Kinabalu International Airport. After arriving Sabah, we went straight to our homestay, which is Kinabalu Pine Resort. We stay at Kinabalu Pine Resort for 4 days and 3 nights. Once we arrive, we continue to check in at the receptionist counter to register and pick up our keys. Here, we booked a beautiful deluxe twin room which has clean room with a very clear and beautiful view of Mount Kinabalu, which costs 660 ringgit Malaysia. Outside of the resort, there is also Rabbit House, spacious car park and signage of Kinabalu Pine Resort. Now, let's look around. Now, let's enjoy the moment of nature around the Kinabalu Pine Resort. Let's move on to the favorite part, which is lunchtime. We are going to restaurant Puteri Nabalu, which located at Pekan Kundasang right now. Operation hour for this place is around 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. They also put picture of every menu so we know that the price of each item on it. This restaurant popular with good food with big portion that we can eat while enjoying the beautiful view of Mount Kinabalu. They have nasi lemak, Asian food, Western food, steamboat, and they also serve cake and dessert. So we decided to grab their popular menu, which is nasi lemak Nabalu. Nasi lemak Nabalu has an ingredient that consists of coconut milk rice served with sambal, fried crispy anchovy, toasted peanut and cucumber, and also don't forget the Nabalu ayam crispy that has their special of sambal. So, we continue with going to Sabah Tea Garden, which is located at Ranau. This is the place of Sabah tea, which most of the tourists come to take a chance to drink Sabah tea freshly from the garden. There is some minor paid attraction like the treetop deck and traditional costume rental. Other than that, there is some spot to take a photo which can make more memorable memory too. The cafe offers a variety of Sabah tea drink and food such as scone and pancake. The price is also affordable to purchase. Finally, we are decided to go for our dinner which located at Kundasang called August Kitchen. Only take 3 minutes away from Kundasang town. This place interior is clean and modern. The staff was very friendly. This restaurant popular with their fried chicken, tom yum fried rice and also cheesecake. After having a lot of delicious meal from this restaurant, we are feeling too full and tired. At the end of the day, we went straight to our homestay to having a rest and sleep.
Paragliding Park. Ranau is a town and district 108 km east of Kota Kinabalu and 227 km west of Sandakan. Its name is gotten from the Dusun language Ranahon mean paddy fields. This spot is a cool and even district with precipitous perspective all around. This makes the ideal setting for paragliding landscape. For us as students, this activity can be our healing process. The rate per individual is legitimate in the year 2021 per individual. For Malaysian, it just 190 ringgit with add-on GoPro video just 50 ringgit and ads pickup or drop at Ranau simply just 40 ringgit. Even including all of the ads-on, it's worth our money because we can go back to memory lands again in the future. The instructor additionally said the flights are lit from 10 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. with the flight span being something like 7 minutes, assuming that the breeze are great, perhaps longer. After we finish our paragliding, we need to refresh our bodies before we take our lunch. We drive to Kipungit Waterfall, which area is at Boring Hot Springs, Kinabalu Park. It requires just 25 minutes from our past area. Here, the hotspot that is required to attempt is their natural aquifers, which during school occasions, they are full with travelers. However, we choose to go to the waterfall. It is just a 15 minutes walk from the shelter walk tickets entryway. After a short climb up to the shelter walk, guests can refresh themselves at the cool waters of the falls. The Kipungit waterfall is not that high. However, the waters can still look lovely, particularly following a weighty downpour the prior night. For our next destination, we went to Kampung Kuluan. Yet, we should take our late lunch first. We choose to taste local foods and we pick restaurant Selera Kebun Seboroong to satisfy our empty stomachs. This restaurant has different kinds of food varieties like modern traditional foods, bakso, vegetables and sambal. Be that as it may, we choose to eat one of their specialties, which is linopot. We settled on this choice in light of the fact that in Kuala Lumpur, we can get those foods like bakso. However, linopot, we just can't eat it here. After getting our late lunch, we went to Sosodikan Hill. Sosodikan Hill was situated at Kampung Kauluan, Kundasang. From the restaurant, it just requires 8 minutes via vehicle. At the front entrance, they put an entrance fee to enter. For adults, it costs 5 ringgit, 3 ringgit for kids going from 7 to 12 years of age, and free for 6 years old and below. This spot offers a peak perspective on Kundasang and Mount Kinabalu. Simply a simple climb for something like 10 minutes to arrive at the highest point of the hill. Sosodikan Hill is a comfortable spot to partake in a wonderful natural landscape which is optionally prescribed to visit here. Most guests visit in the early morning to see the dawn. We stay here to see nightfall prior to getting our dinner. However, tragically, this spot was closed at 5 p.m. Despite the fact that we cannot see the nightfall at the peak, we actually can see it outside Sosodikan Hill. Now, let's follow us to see the lovely landscape. After we partake in the nightfall, we drove back to resort to freshen up and prepare for the last. For our dinner, we went to Kampung Nelayan Floating Seafood Market Restaurant. Sabah has recognized the varieties of kinds of seafood and the cost is reasonable. So, as we are here, we need to get this opportunity. It took us 1 hour and 53 minutes from our resort to show up here. Despite the fact that it is a long way from our resort, it merits going. This restaurant is exceptionally renowned among vacationers. This evening, we take our dinner here, in which we attempt their unique dish like signature seafood fried rice, which their expense 18 ringgit. We additionally attempt seafood watan, Thai style fish fillet, egg floss prawn, and chili crab with mantau. What's unique about our orders is each of the food sources we pick are suggested by culinary specialists. After we have our flavorful dinner, we drove back to the resort to having a rest for our trip tomorrow.
For this morning, we head to Intan restaurant for breakfast. This stall sells a variety of traditional foods made from tuhau. Tuhau is a type of wild ginger. Tuhau also can be made into spicy sambal or made into dry tuhau floss. We have tried out this local delicacy, topped at our fried noodle, tasted so good. Next, we went to a must-visit and historical place in Kundasang. This war memorial is located on a small hill behind Kundasang town. This memorial was built in the 1950s in memory of a tragic events during World War II. The death march involved the Australian, British, and people of Borneo. Rows of marble panels are inscribed with the names of the men who lost their lives in March. One are more interesting, the fort has 4 beautiful gardens: the Australia Garden, the English Garden, the Borneo Garden, and the Contemplation Garden sit in perfect harmony with each other. It beckons you to take a photograph. We went to Manukan Island by riding a transferring boat. In this Manukan Island, it has a true gem known for its views of crystal clear turquoise seas, sandy beach, and vivid greenery. After a delightful barbecue lunch on Manukan Island, we are moving to next island, which is Sapi Island, by using the same boat, where you will have lots of free time to experience water activity such as kayaking, snorkeling, diving, ride a bandana boat, go jet ski, and more. Next, after we doing snorkeling, we went to Filipino market. Filipino market located at the central of Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. It overlooks the ocean, is commonly known as Pasar Besar Central Market. Pasar Filipino is pleased with fish, fruits, vegetables, and also handcrafts. This market, made up of hundreds of tiny stores, is undoubtedly the best place to shop for souvenirs, seafood, and street food. The price of the seafood here is unbelievable. It is so affordable. With Rm 50 ringgit, you can eat and shop until you satisfied.
After we having our breakfast, we went to another popular place to visit, which is the dairy farm. The real attraction here is the cattle farm, producing about 900,000 liters of milk a year. It is the highest milk producer of all cattle breeds. It is an ideal destination for the whole family because there are many activities we can do here, such as feeding the calf with bottle milk, feeding goat with breast, and we can see how milk is processed as well. If you have ever wondered how milk is made, Desa Cattle Farm is the place for you. Before leaving, don't forget to get some souvenirs, especially the popular dairy product like Desa Cattle milk in a box as well as their ice cream. A visit here is we get both. It is an educational and also fun. Then we move to the next destination, which is Masilo Highland Strawberry Farm. Masilo Highland Strawberry Farm, only 50 km from Kundasang town. Get here, you have to go through the same road from the cattle dairy farm village. The entrance price for this farm is only 3 ringgit. It's very worth it for all. Activity that can be done are picking strawberries. This climate fruit farm is planted neatly to make it easy for visitors to pick it. Visitors can pick the strawberries and bring it to home. The price of strawberry according to the amount of weight. Here, they also provide a hotel for overnight stays as well as a cafe to try and taste recipes from strawberry.
Before heading home, we had lunch at another restaurant that is provide a variety of menu that are definitely tempting. The restaurant name is Nasi Kukus di Ranau Bah. This is an attraction for customer when customer come here. The turmeric chicken rice menu that looks simple but still tastes good. Here, they serve very tasty chicken with quite spicy curry. After having our lunch, we went to Kota Kinabalu Airport to return to our home.